We have why these 5 African countries had the same national anthem. I can't see who the 5 were. Let's check this out together, guys. Let's get right into it.
The east of the southern African region, I know you know this tune, but if I were to ask you a trick question in saying, the sound you're hearing in the background is the instrumental for which country's old national anthem? And no, it's not Zambia, and it's not South Africa. This is actually, no, it's not Tanzania, and it's not Namibia.
Tanzania.
This is actually the instrumental for the old Zimbabwean national anthem. So this begs the question in why did these 5 African countries at some point have a similar tune to their national anthem? Let me explain. The melodies for these 5 national anthems are all different renditions of the song called Nkosi Sikelel' Afrika, which means God Bless Africa, composed in the year of 1897 by Enoch Sontonga, a Methodist clergyman who was a choir master and school teacher, who was born in the Cape Colony in the present-day country of South Africa. He wrote the first verse and chorus of the hymn, which was originally intended to be a school anthem. The song was first sung in public at the ordination of...
Imagine originally making a school anthem, like you know what I'm saying, turn into a national anthem, bro. Shout out.
Reverend Boemi, who was the first Tsonga Methodist minister. The song would go on to be very popular that the hymn was taken up by the choir of Olange High School, whose co-founder, John Langalibalele Dube, who served as the first president of the South African Native National Congress, the first African political party in South Africa, which later came to be known as the African National Congress. The song was sung at the closing meetings of the political party and became the official closing anthem of the African National Congress by 1925. Nkosi Sikelel' Afrika was first recorded in 1923 and published in 1927. A poet by the name of Samuel Mukai wrote an additional 7th stanza of the hymn. In Xhosa, in the year of 1927, Nkosi Sikelel' Afrika would later spread out to different regions of Southern and East Africa and became a symbol of Pan-Africanism and liberation, and was closely associated with the African nationalist movement during the freedom struggle of independence across the regions of Africa. The song was sung at rallies, political meetings, and nationalist gatherings, and in 1961, after Tanzania got its independence from British colonial rule on the 9th of December 1961, it became the first country to adopt the song as its national anthem, called Mungu Ibariki Afrika, the Swahili translation of Nkosi Sikelel' Afrika. And on the 24th of October 1964, when Zambia gained its independence from British colonization, it became the second country to adopt the song as their national anthem. Zambia would change the lyrics to create Stand and Sing of Zambia, Proud and Free, as the national anthem, but kept the melody. And when Zimbabwe got its independence on the 18th of April 1980, it became the 3rd country to adopt Nkosi Sikelel' Afrika as its national anthem, translated to Shona called Ishe Komborera Afrika. And Namibia became the 4th country to use Nkosi Sikelel' Afrika as an interim national anthem from their time of independence of 21st March 1990 to the December of 1991, when they changed to their official national anthem called Namibia, Land of the Brave. And in 1994, Zimbabwe would adopt a new national anthem called Blessed Be the Land of Zimbabwe. And after their independence on the 27th of April 1994, South Africa became the 5th country to have adopted the song as their national anthem. After the end of apartheid, President Nelson Mandela decreed that a verse of Nkosi Sikelel' Afrika to be embraced as the joint national anthem of the new country of South Africa in 1994. And in 1997, a revised version of the anthem was adopted.
1994, bruh. That's wild, bro. South Africa has not been a country for that long, bro. 1994?
That added elements of die-step.
I know the last country that is South Sudan, right? That's the last African country to become a country is South Sudan. I think I seen a video on it, or I don't know, I've seen it somewhere, bro.
Inherited from the previous apartheid government, and in the very lands where Enoch Sontonga was born and sang of a blessed Africa. And that very song would be embraced as the national anthem of an independent South Africa. And today, the 3 countries of Tanzania, Zambia, and South Africa share the same melody of Nkosi Sikelel' Afrika.
Oh, same melody. but not the same
be
word,
embraced as the
right?
national anthem of an independent South Africa. And today, the three countries of Zambia,
Zambia, and South Africa share the same tune, but they don't share the same words. Because I think South Africa is in multiple languages. I think it's Afrikaans, Xhosa, Sotho parts, Afrikaan parts. Like there's a lot to
share
it.
the same melody of Nkosi Sikelel' Africa in their national anthem. This song is a testament of having one tune to different national anthems as a sign of solidarity between the African states that share a history of culture, freedom, and liberation. When Zambia and Tanzania provided refuge for the freedom fighters of Zimbabwe, South Africa, Namibia, Angola, and Mozambique during their respective fights.
Hold on, who was
liberation. Testament of having one tune to different national anthems as a sign of solidarity between the African states that share a history of culture, freedom, and liberation. When Zambia and Tanzania provided refuge.
Zambia and Tanzania provided refuge for South Africa, Zimbabwe.
For the freedom fighters of Zimbabwe, South Africa, Namibia, Angola, and Mozambique during their respective fights for their country's independence. A people who share a story of African tradition, love, prosperity, and unification. A people who can express their pride and joy for the love of their countries using different words, but as a region to sing one melody, one tune of one Africa. Today, Enoch Sontonga is seen as the national hero. And do you think that Nkosi Sikelel' Africa will become the continental national anthem after the unification of all?
I don't think so. I think some of them northern countries, nah. I don't think that's going to happen, bro.
All African people.
We're going to close by singing the African national anthem, Nkosi Sikelel' Africa.
Oh, the African.
God bless Africa.
Hey, it could be. Hey, correct me if I'm wrong. It could be. Y'all, what do y'all think? Do y'all think it could be the symbol of the whole of Africa? It would be really nice because, you know what I'm saying? I'm pro one Africa, bro. One Africa, fam. I'm pro one Africa. So I feel like, yeah, I think that would be really, really dope. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. This was very interesting, man. I didn't know that. I know a lot of you guys, I did a reaction to different country national anthems in Africa. And a lot of you guys were telling me that a lot of them sounded like South African tune or South African national anthem. And okay, I see now. They adopted the tune, the sound. You know what I'm saying? One Africa, one love. You feel me? One Africa, one love. But what I also seen was a lot of y'all commenting which is better, I think it may be how I perceived the reaction or how I, you know what I'm saying, went about doing the reaction. But I feel like we all got to remember that it's not who did it better, or which one sounds better, or anything like that. It's really just listening. But the pin comment explained it very, very well, bro. It's about, you know what I'm saying, what each country have fought for. You know what I'm saying? The pride of each country. What that national anthem means to that country. That's not to necessarily say that this national anthem sounds better than this one. You know what I'm saying? It's more of, this is the sound of this country's fight, pride, you know what I'm saying? And it's the sound of this country's fight and pride, etc. You feel me? So that's just kind of, you know what I'm saying, what we can think about when we listen to these national anthems and things like that. Not to compare one better than the other, rather than listening to it to appreciate, you know what I'm saying, what that country has been through to get to, you know what I'm saying, their point of where they're at now. But I know I'm blabbing, but I hope you guys enjoyed my reaction, my commentary. Comment down below your guys' thoughts. But I hope you guys enjoy this one. Stay tuned for next video.